Practice is going well. Guys are playing hard, getting better. I think the great thing about our practice, we had an opportunity to practice in the summertime. Took a foreign trip to Italy, so we had a chance to play together and with the new guys coming in. So practice so far is very competitive and somewhat efficient right now.
Can you talk about anything? Just took one of my questions. You learned while in Italy and the importance of that trip, and hopefully an advantage it gave you.
Well, I think the learning for our coaching staff was to see the new guys how they play with the returning guys, and I think the learning for our players of playing with each other, to understand the system, the style. Because you had some guys get better with their skill level, some positions change, some guys improve their overall skills. Where a guy wasn't a pretty good shooter, became a better shooter, so he shot a lot of balls and gained some confidence. But I think for the most part, we learned a lot and we developed a camaraderie as a team and a coaching staff.
I'm sure you're going to get asked this a lot today, but can you talk about your front court, Stokes and Manning?
Those two guys are very talented players. Also, with the addition of Kenny Hall, who was suspended the last 9 games, he's improved his body, picked up 10 pounds of muscle, improved his perimeter shot. So I think with those three guys, I mean, that's tough to beat. Very talented players. They play well together, and I think that's the great thing about them. And they feed off each other.
Coach, as you prepare to enter season number 2 at Tennessee, obviously a strong ending, and you can see that team develop last year, but a new year, State of the Union in your perspective.
Well, I think we're fine. I think for us, we're fighting for championships, and I think that's what you have to do. We have the personnel to do that. Now, the key for us is to be healthy, win ball games, protect your home court, and find ways to win on the road.
But speaking of road and home court, interesting, tough non-conference schedule. Can you talk about what you're looking to achieve in the non-conference as you ultimately prepare for January?
Well, I think what you want to do, you want to play against good teams if you have the personnel to do it. The other thing you want to do is have a good RPI. For postseason play. So I think those are the biggest keys, but also the quality of the opponent, talented opponents, fans that I can identify with. So I think those were all the pluses for us when we looked at our scheduling.
Trey Golden.
Yeah. Talented player. Guy can score the ball as a point guard. Really improved his body, his quickness, his explosiveness. Is doing a really good job of running our team, playing well on both ends of the floor right now. We need that to continue.
Sit here in October, and it's still football season, but your perspective of this league, 1 through 14 now.
Tough league, which that's what you want, because you want to be considered the best league in the country, because that bodes well when it comes to postseason play and getting teams in the tournament. But I also think as a team, a league that could possibly get 7+ teams in the NCAA tournament if everybody stays healthy, your key guys don't get injured. I think you're talking about 7+ teams in the tournament. Oh, well, there's no doubt in my mind. Now I think it's just a matter of us doing it and making it happen so we can get teams in the tournament. I think that's the key. And I think once you solidify that, when you have a lot of teams in the tournament, I think you put yourself in a position to be the best league in the country.
Coach, I know you worked with what you had last year and then really built excitement as fans walk out later in the season and conference play and in the SEC tournament and so on. What do you want them to say about this team?
The thing I always want fans to say, regardless of score or the situation, we scored 90 points, 80 points, 100 points. That team played extremely hard. They played extremely well together. And I think if you do those things consistently, you have a chance to have ultimate success.
Coach, can you just a little bit more on Stokes? And it was such a unique story,
yeah.
An unusual happened story last year. Can you just give us a little more?
Well, I think a lot of the credit goes to Jarnell and his family. For a young guy who hadn't turned 17 to make that transition, to go from high school to college, to miss the senior prom and all those things he missed of being a regular high school senior, to come into a college atmosphere, onto a college team already established, and to kind of find his way. But I think the credit goes to him for making the adjustments, fitting in well with the team, finding his way as a basketball player. But more importantly, he learned on the fly, and that's a tough thing to do for a young guy, and I thought he did a great job of adjusting.